Hello and welcome, and we're back to Rise of the Villans Season 3, I believe this is. Yeah, it's been a while since I've filmed the last episode. I've been very, very busy. Obviously, I've still attempted to keep the updates coming out regularly. I've decided to go every other day rather than every day because I felt that the amount of content I was putting out, having got some feedback, and it was just too much, which I understood, to be honest, because it's a lot to try and keep up to date with something that's that frequent and that much time consuming. So I've dropped to every other day after a bit of an absence. I've got plans for other videos in between seasons, but obviously right now we're bang in the middle of it. As we've come back, it's Boxing Day, but then obviously we've got January. So let's just keep playing through in the next episodes and see how the season finishes. For me, that's kind of the aim, and then we'll have a look at season 4, see what we can do, see what we can improve. In my head, I've kind of got this being like the shelf life being 5 seasons, as I feel that's a reasonable amount of time to play one save. Again, if it proves really popular, I can carry on, but I've always kind of had 5 seasons in my head as a shelf life for it. I've done some tweaking to the setup, as you see. Not sure, maybe audio might do some tweaking yet as well, but for now, this is where we're at. So yeah, it's just about getting used to trying different things to improve the product, really. Getting feedback and seeing what works well and seeing what I could do better and all things like that. But yeah, let's crack on to the Everton game. Just confirming all these loans that are already on 6-month jobs. I might resort to that because I find it more comfortable. So, Leeds. Sorry. Everton. Can you see I've not done this for a while? Cash is a bit tired. Chambers has not really played well. It feels like a bit of a gamble, but it's a gamble we'll take. Just because I'd rather have Konza centrally. That throws me out a little bit though, because Forsby's not fit either. Okay. We shall go with this, which may seem insane, but let's mix it up a bit. Buendia, Sansa. This is full rotation stuff. This Timo Werner. Yeah, we'll go with that. Keenan Davis on the bench. Can barely name a bench here, but I'm gonna go with it. I know it's stupid, but I just prefer to let players rest and not even be on the bench on a match day if they're not 100%. I'm probably gonna do more damage not having an effective sub other than Keenan Davis, but we'll just have to go into the game and see how it goes. It's not the weakest team. It just seems to be a very thrown together side. Forsby at centre back was an idea I had at the start. Well, the start of the save, no, because obviously I had no money. But the start of the second season, he was the man that I wanted to put centre back. But he's ended up kind of making that anchor role his own. Branganga's obviously someone that's disappointed quite a bit. Who I'd have made I wanted to look to sell on this summer. Ooh, because he's just not kind of hit the heights I wanted him to, so I'd rather take some profit if I can get it on him. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of offers come in. I think he recognises that himself because he's put a transfer request in, so it's clearly a two-way street that he's obviously knowing that he's not getting the game time, he's not developing as he wants. Forsby hits the bar, that would have been a nice start. Oh, That's gonna be a foul. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. I had a fear that I'd be a red then. I'm not really sure that'll make much difference, but we'll go with it. But yeah, January ahead, so we'll dive into that. There won't be any dealings unless I get some kind of money, which doesn't look forthright at the minute, but we'll see. Remember, Vitinha was famously a January signing in first season. He went on to be a big part of my success. Well, continues to be honest. Oh, that's a good ball. He's offside though. I know he's not offside because it's a corner. Right, go on, Vitinha, make some happen. Not like that. My oh my, this isn't going well. Go on, Villa. Ranganga. Big save. Corner. Buendia? Nope. No, this is looking like all the makings of an 0-0 this. But we'll try. Another thing as well, I've moved the mic around. I'm not sure if that will improve or worsen the audio experience. Another thing that you're going to have to feedback on, if you can, please, in the comments. Konza. Go on, Forsby, Chambers, Vega, Buendia, Chambers. That's a great ball. Oh! Offside anyway. That was a chance. That was a chance. I'll have to take the 0-0. What's that done for us for the table? Yeah, Everton right near us. We've got a couple of games in hand, so it's not the worst result. Obviously, we're not coming anywhere near competing so far this season. We've dropped off a bit, but we have got Champions League. Bielsa's sacked by Spurs. Where are they? 11th. I swear, like I've said it before, but I swear this game hates Tottenham. Seems all the time that they're doing rubbish on this football manager. I've never understood it. Leeds up next anyway, before I jump the gun. Said that we had Leeds, we had Everton. Does he want a new deal at this point? Yeah, he does. We'll try and get that one sorted. If I can get him as close to what he's on now. Regular start, come on, that's ridiculous. I'm all for negotiating, but you're not worth 80 grand a week. If I could get him at 60, I feel I'd be kind of happy with that. I think 60's a reasonable. 65. Okay, it's a little bit steeper than I wanted, but not the end of the world. Nice 20k pay rise for him. Callum Chambers is somebody that'll be sold on, I think. I can't see a reason to keep him around when he's putting in these kind of. Morgan Sanson's another one. He's on a lot of money. He'll be another one that I'd sell if I could, but he'll certainly be coming out of contract. But I'll give Watkins an extension. There's no point letting him leave on a free. That would be a bad move, I believe. So yeah, what we'll do this episode is we'll probably play up to the semi-final first leg, and then we'll come back and do the FA Cup the second leg, and just fire as close to February as we can. Big month, January. Yeah, McGinn, I didn't really want to sell you McGinn, but I did. Couldn't turn the money down. Right. Yes, I know. Certainly think we can freshen this squad up a bit. What's my strongest looking like? Well, interesting that Vitinia is somewhat short of fitness apparently. We'll do the same as we did. Anyone that's not fully fit, we'll just won't even risk. So we'll go with that. He's certainly not worth 200 grand a week. That was one of my gambles that looks to have failed. I think I'll be getting him off the books if I can. But we'll see. We will see. I think you've got to have a bit of fun sometimes on this game. It is a game. It was a risk I took. It's a player I like in real life, so it's probably meant personal sentiment got a bit in the way of it. Deal wasn't great. Well, no, that's a lie. The deal was fantastic. The way it's staggered. The wages are atrocious. Like 200 grand for a player of his lack of pedigree in this league. It's not what I'm about. It's a very poor business deal based on that. But the way I've staggered the transfer, it shouldn't do too much damage to my finances. Because really, when all's said and done, it looks like I may end up paying 15 million for him. And if I shift him for somewhat similar for that, I've lost nothing really. Quick start anyway, while I've been talking away. Leon Bailey's relish coming back in the side for quick brace. More like it after that Everton draw. Ooh, nearly had a third. Nearly had a third goal. Well, that's a penalty. You can just tell on this game, anytime there's somewhat of a contentious tackle, it's 9 times out of 10 going to be given as a penalty. Would you look at that? I think that's the first. That's just cursed the commentator. That I think that's the first time on this save I've seen that given as not a penalty. The first time on this save. I did say 9 times out of 10. To be fair, we've got the 1 time out of 10 though. Who have I got on the bench? Should I give Davis some minutes? I am 2-0 up after all. He's really only here for homegrown purposes. McCann, Vega, Konza. Keenan Davis already doing well. I think it'll be over, he'll be gone in summer. I think it needs a bit of a lick of paint, this team. In transition a little bit, because like I said, we've got Champions League. That's a shocking goal to concede, but we got Champions League really off from nowhere last season, which was obviously quite a surprise. So, and we made a lot of oh thank God for that. But Front have got 2-goal leader. We've made a lot of transfers in the summer, a lot because the deals just couldn't be turned down for the money on offer. Like, for example, getting something like 40 million for John McGinn, who wasn't even a starter at that point, and we're throwing this away now. Hamza Chowdhury gets the assist, our former player? Or is that on a different save? Different save, I'm getting myself confused. Yeah, obviously he was a part in the Barnsley Satellite Club save I did. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not quite with it yet. I'm getting back into it after a period of not playing this save. Please don't tell me we've completely thrown this away. Chowdhury's making Cons look an idiot though. All on Elise there. All on Elise there to save the game. Come on. Oh wow, that's a woeful shot. And this would be a very poor result on the look of it. It's looking like it's going the distance as a draw, and it's just going to get something better, which they have done. 3-2 leads. Oh, I am not happy with this result whatsoever. 3 goals for them off 0.71 xg. Be higher now after that, but 2 goals from us off 0.8 xg when we deserve to lose the game based on the stats, but it shouldn't have been a high scoring one. Some of these players are shattered as well. This is a very bad result. I think it kind of highlights a little bit more how the Champions League and last season getting into it was such, like, not a fluke, but well, we've managed to nick a point. The result's still not good enough. It was not a fluke, but it was just such an impressive season. I mean, we had a good few months where we were just unbeatable. Obviously, no, bollocks to that. Sorry, shouldn't really use bad language. It's not really happy with that. Yeah, it was just last season we had such a good run that it culminated in us getting Champions League, and this season we've not quite lived anywhere near up to that. I mean, we've progressed in the Champions League. We're still in the League Cup. We're obviously still in the FA Cup, but in the league we're still in European spots, which I mean, again, I'd be happy with. If we can get in Europe again next season, regardless of competition, I'm happy. For me, anyway. You may think I'm being pessimistic, but I knew that we weren't a top 4 side in terms of players on the pitch. Interesting. Some players that I previously looked into, they won't be good enough now. Serrano would be intriguing. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. I don't like that, me. I think you'll end up settling on about 25 a week and you'll be happy. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll see if he signs a new deal. Matthias Perrin, I'm not even sure we need again at this point. It was just for a keeper, but we've still got 2 very solid keepers. There's no point in dabbling. Senzi was someone that I was interested for a while, but he kept declining me. I'll try again. Yeah. He's going. He's probably going. These 2 I'm undecided on. He can go, He's definitely going. Yeah, Keenan is not cutting the mustard. I'd have liked to get a fee for him, really, but Aaron O'Reilly, potentially Sky Bet, I suppose, but I'm at bribe. We'll see. Just out of pure curiosity more than anything, because this used to be one of my favourite times of the season, this. Looking at pre-contracts and who we can sign. But obviously I've been playing this set very much by the spreadsheet. Some interesting ones. Why is he so highly rated? Don't know. Yusuf Poulsen's a bit old for me. He's not exactly been killing it in Germany either, has he? Forgan Hazard's too old for me. Who's this Ronnie Stutter? Another Chelsea lad. Conor Dogby's a bit old. Jet Cooper. Potentially interesting, but 28's quite old. Veretout, bring Jordan Veretout back. 30. He's a very good player for me in a brief Roma save I had. Can't see anyone really here that's jumping out at me. Benito Rama. I know that now. Wow. Some come down for that chap. Captain Martins. Dabber. Manolas. Brilliant. Yeah, there's no one really. That could be potentially interesting for in terms of homegrown. But I don't think it's good enough. He had one standout season and not really done much since. Plus, I couldn't get him yet anyway because he being English. On the account of him being English, you obviously can't tap up anyone early on pre-contracts in England. Let's see what January brings. Needs to be loading quite slow, this as well. Watkins signed a new deal, that's fair enough. That's not good though, is it? Let's see if we get any bids in January. Stabilise the wages a bit. No, I'm not adjusting. I don't want to lift the expectations. Good. I'd be shocked if it didn't. I did like him, but he chose Norwich. Obviously doing well in the second division, but he didn't really do too well in the Prem. Again, it very much depends what kind of money I get for what kind of cosmetic work I can do to the squad. I've got a couple I'd move on, for sure. Yeah, you are struggling to do anything of any. I had a nice little spell in Japan, but can I apply for a permit? 56 days, no. Just get you out the door. Yeah, go back to Japan, my friend. Go and continue to kill it, though. B. Yeah, after that. Again, players too tired. Mings. Forsby again. Morgan Sanson as an anchor. There's something I didn't think I'd see today. I got Lisa as a centre mid. Times are tough. We'll go with this. Did I read that right? Well, that's just requested. But I read that people were interested. Hesitant. Timo Werner's hesitant. Back down to having one sub again, oh, for Christ's sake, that's not the start I wanted. Callum Chambers. United in the mood. Is that going to be offside? I think that might be offside. Yep. You can kind of tell with a kind of delay on the goal. Chambers now in a good game, but I physically do not have the depth to make a change. The games are coming at me really thick and fast at the minute. It's not an excuse, but won't force me. You have a good game at centre back, my friend. Prove that I was right to think you could be a great centre back. I don't know what Mings is doing there. Oh, that's Ronaldo. 1-0 United. Yeah, it's not great viewing at the minute. It's not great viewing. Why are you demotivated, Wendy? You're playing terrible. I have to call you out when you're playing terrible. That's my job. But yeah, there's just nobody at the minute that's got spark. There's nobody driving us forward. And I'm constantly having to rotate because of fitness issues. Like Batinia has these patches in form and then he'll be brilliant for a few weeks. It's just the way he's always been for me. But there's just nobody that's driving me forward. Nobody's bringing the goals. Yes, I know Chambers is absolutely dead on his feet. I'm there for the taking in this game, really, to be honest. It's an interesting United team, this though. I mean, you've got players like Ndika and players like Gavardiol, and then you've got like Aguisa from Napoli that wasn't Fulham. Bruno scores a free kick to compound misery, but again, I knew from quite early in this game we were proper up against it. It's definitely one of these seasons that's become, from nowhere, the Callum Chambers that we all want and love. But again, that's probably too little too late to have any kind of impact on the game. If I could nick a point, I'd be very pleased with it, but that does not seem like it's going to go. United look like they're getting all three. Yep. But yeah, no, didn't go the way I wanted that. Chambers is tore his hamstring. No, tight hamstring. We'll say, why is he going to be out for a day with a torn hamstring? Tight hamstring. Fulham next, though. That has to be the game where we kick on again. For me, anyway. So just get to that Fulham game. This episode's gone on longer than I thought it would already, to be honest. So let's play Fulham, and then we'll do the cups in the next episode. We'll just get to the Fulham game. Interesting that he's accepted me. Get him out on loan. Yeah, we'll play the Fulham game and then we'll call it for this episode. What do you mean? Just leave. Go to Japan. Make a name for yourself. I brought you to England, it didn't work out. You've gone to Japan and killed it. Go back there. Well, I'm glad you think so, Timo, because I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure I have been, my friend. Can I offer him out without pissing him off? Yeah, that's no point. We will look to the next episode. Has he rejected them both? You're going back to Bolivia now. Strongest one ever playing him in the first place. Interesting career that the boys had. Very interesting career. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll pop that in for next season. Probably go out on loan first season, but I think there's a player there somewhere. Good stuff. But yeah, summer is where I'll really start to do some cosmetic changes to this team, if I can. There's a couple that I want out the door really. A couple I'd be happy to take fees for and reinvest the money. It's just become a bit lackluster at the minute, but this is the beauty of the game. Like the first season was a real slog at stages, but then we were rewarded with that brilliant second season. So it's just the way it goes. I'm sure that my Mike Flynn, my under 18s manager. Come on, Mike, do better. Tends to operate without an assistant manager. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, my friend. You be going on a free. It's up to you whether you want to languish for keep the $5 grand for an extra 6 months, but you're certainly going. Right, come on, big game. Mings is suspended, which you could have done without. Tappy is still injured, but he's on the way back. I'm going to rest Chambers, but at least we've got somewhat of a squad here to go to war with. He's a good signing up here. I think it's a little expensive, but I'm kind of happy with how he's gone for me. Right, go on Villa. Big game this, he's 20th, so this is the tonic that you need to get some form together. Timo, oh, it's the post. At least he's playing somewhat better. Buendia, Bandanga, Konza, Wanana. Come on, Villa. Buendia, Vicinnia, Cash. That's a goal. What a finish. What a finish by Leon Bailey. Great goal. That's 3 and 2 for him as well. Cash, Gonzo. Great ball. Bailey. Buendia. Bailey, 4 and 2. But I know what happened against Leeds, so I'm not counting me chickens just yet. Because he scored a brace in that game and it all went terribly wrong. Come on. Unlucky, keep going. Keep going. That's it. That might be offside. I think that is going to be offside. Which is a shame because the goal would have done him a world of good confidence wise. I'm only giving it. Fantastic. Vitinha with the goal. Timo Werner with an assist as well, which is good. Ah, come on. Come on. Eze, Wilson. Oh, what a goal. No way. Chill, he's not offside. No, that was a fantastic goal. 0.04 in the XG. Gonza's crept one in as well, which is interesting. I'm glad that we've got some goals though. Puts us on the board again, gets us a bit more confident for the upcoming cup games. Cash, Bailey. Oh, good on 5. Anyway, yeah, happy with that, lads. Keep it going. Vega's somewhat come in and played well as well, especially for the fee. This is a value for money. He's probably been one of the better buys. Very cheap from Colombia, I believe we've paid. Millionairos, could be wrong. So another goal for Fulham, but disallowed anyway. Just want to get as many goals and get over the line in this game. I think Bailey deserves an hat-trick personally. Konza, Cash, Bailey, Buendia. But yeah, played some really good stuff. Buendia, Konza, I haven't got any changes to make. The rest Buendia. Who else? I don't want to take Bailey off after his performance. We'll leave it at that for now. Vitinha nearly gets another. No, there's just no point. No point giving Keenan minutes for no reason. But yeah, at least we're back in winning ways. Happy enough with that. On to the cup, which will be in the next episode. Anyway, thanks for joining me. It's not been the greatest of episodes, as I appreciate, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. And hopefully I'll see you back next time.